insurance is one of the first things people try to move away from when money run low. But tonight, we are going to say why they need to keep life insurance. That's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to let them know the purpose for having life insurance and also the persons who are delivering the product life insurance, how vital they are in the space and to insurance companies that are the giants in our industry. So, to begin, we Shantelee. Welcome, guys.
All right, you want me to go ahead and?
Yes, man. We need to know who is Shantelee before I go right in.
All right, so I am Shantelee Nelson, and I am a financial advisor / insurance agent. Yeah. I represent one of the biggest insurance company in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yes. And my main function is to ensure that people protect themselves and their family through life insurance.
Yes.
Right. I've been in the business for 2 years now. Prior to that, I was in banking. I spent 7 years as a loan officer within the bank, and I spent another 7.5 years doing accounts as well. But this is my love. This is what I love to do. I love to help people. I love to interact with people. Yes. And I love being an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I love that part. You want to help people. So at the end of the program, we normally have some takeaways. So for you, you like to help people and you like being an entrepreneur. So what I'm saying to you is that funny because on your page, your tagline is let's have a conversation.
Right.
Let's have a conversation. And that pulled me out. And I said, we need to have a conversation on Money Matters Monday. So Money Matters Monday is welcoming you, and we welcome each person to this live tonight because traffic is terrible in Kingston, Jamaica. So persons from that look like Canada, welcome. So what we're going to look at now, Chantel, is that what's the first response for you when someone says, boy, I don't think life insurance is for me?
All right.
And
the first thing that
a small business person.
A small business person. The first thing that I usually ask them is, why do you work? Why did you go into business in the first place? Or what is the most important factor in your economic life? And usually I get several answers, right? But while there are several answers, all of these answers can be summarized in one word, and that is income. You're going to business to make a profit, right? And that is income for you, right? Now, when I talk about income, I'm not talking about a up and down income. I'm not talking about lots of money today and none tomorrow. What I'm talking about is a steady income, right? Because without a steady income, there are certain things that you just cannot do, right? And so an income you can use for various things, to put food on your table, to put clothes on you and your family back, to put a roof over your head, to give your children a proper education, or for recreational purposes, right? And so for me, I think income is the most important thing. But what happens when that income is taken away from you or your family? Remember, it might be a case where you are the sole breadwinner. But think about it. Think about your family. What is going to happen to them if you are the sole breadwinner, or if you are the main person within the family that provides for that family? What is going to happen to them? Now, what I usually say to these young entrepreneurs who say that, oh, they don't need life insurance. Let me tell you something. There are 3 problems that affects the continuance of your income.
Hold on.
And that's debt.
Okay, there are 3 problems. Okay.
Right. There are 3 problems in connection with the continuance of your income.
Okay.
And number 1, that is death, which is a must. The next is retirement. And the third is disability. Now, those three problems can wipe out your income or take away that income from your family, right? And what you will be left with is probably some amount of asset that you have built up over time, such as real estate, such as a little cash, vehicle. But how long is that going to provide for your family? If you are not around to provide for them anymore, how long will that assist you? How long will that help your family? And that is where life insurance comes in.
Money might run low. As the song says, money might run low.
Exactly. Exactly. Right? And think about it. What I get from a lot of business persons, especially small business persons, is that I have assets. I have a business. You know, I have $100 million put down. But you have $100 million put down. Why don't you spend that $100 million? Why don't you spend that $100 million on you and your family and pay a small amount each month for another $100 million that will be left for your family in the event you pass away? Why not enjoy life and enjoy your money right now? Pay a small amount each month.
So that premium, you're saying that the little premium that you're paying to secure another 100 million, you have time to think to make more money while you're worrying about the 100 million.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Interesting. I've never seen that side of life insurance. You know?
Yes, because
go ahead.
You have persons who will deprive. You have persons who will deprive their family of living a good life. You have persons who will deprive their family of having a good education because they want to put this amount of money down in the event that occurs. Now, why not spend that money on yourself and your family and buy life insurance equivalent to what you have put down? So in the event you pass, that amount of money will be left behind for your family to enjoy. Remember, it's only one life we have, we have to enjoy it while it lasts, Why deprive yourself?
And you know what is funny, Shantelee? You're not even talking about the investment rider component. You're talking about just the straight life.
Just the straight life insurance. Just the straight life insurance, because there are other riders that you can add to your life insurance, other benefits that you can get from your life insurance. And sometimes what people do is people think that life insurance only benefit their beneficiaries, and they are wrong, right? They are wrong, right? Now, it is only, I must say, it is only through life insurance that anybody can guarantee a permanent income for their family or income over the long term for their family, right? What I usually recommend for persons to do is to ensure that you insure your life for 10 times your annual income. That way, at least 10 times your annual income. That way, your family is able to survive at least 10 years until they can comfortably get back on their feet.
Oh, so this is a life insurance benchmark for 10 times your annual salary.
You should. That is required. You should. But of course, we have to look at other factors that contribute to what it is that you can comfortably afford. Right. We have to look at that too. But it is encouraged. It is recommended that you have a minimum of at least 10 times your annual income.
So what you're saying right now is that anyone that is working and without life insurance is making a mistake.
You're walking up and down naked. You're not covered. Your family's not covered. You're naked.
And I want to agree with you. It's not a joke. I definitely want to agree with you. Welcome guys on both sides. I want to agree with you because that's a serious point, But I did not know that there is a quota or some alignment as to what it should be. I just know that person should have life insurance, right? So that is pretty interesting.
You see, the thing is, any amount of coverage is good, Coverage is good, because if you're not in a position to acquire X amount, but this is what you can acquire for now. Remember, there's always the option to increase as you go along. You understand? But some amount of coverage is good. Cover is good.
All right. So just for persons just joining, we have pinned the topic. We don't have to repeat it. Shantelee is an entrepreneur, yes, and a reputable sales agent for one of the largest insurance companies. But remember, on this program, we don't really call names, right? So you can always follow her and DM her when you're off, right? So welcome, guys.
Right.
We are at the point where we are saying, we introduce with the music, money will run low. And we are saying, what do you do as an entrepreneur when money runs low? And interestingly, you know, what you might find is that when you are doing insurance, your friends and family might be the last one to want to buy because they don't understand insurance. Is there any truth to that?
Let me tell you about that. Let me tell you something. You see, the thing is, persons don't understand the real reason behind insurance. I think majority of Jamaica don't really understand. And so it is my duty to go out there and to inform persons to let you become aware of the importance of having life insurance. And believe you me, yes, you mentioned something a while ago, your friends and family might be the last person to support you. That is true.
So, you know what? All right. We are joined by, I have a very good friend joining all the way from Florida, Shelly Thunder. All right. Tafari is well explained. So this is what I want to look at now. And let me tweet this with you a little. You were a guaranteed salaried person, and you switch, you take the risk and move to offering life insurance business to entrepreneurs, business persons, you know, individuals. What gave you that I'm going to make it? Giving up that guaranteed income.
You know, to be honest with you, nothing is guaranteed in life, right? Okay. Because you're employed today, you're out of a job tomorrow. Company can downsize, right? You can be easily replaced.
COVID showed us. COVID is we don't have to say
perfect example.
Yeah.
Perfect example, right?
Yes.
So nothing is really guaranteed, right?
True.
And on top of that, I've always had a passion to help persons, right? Okay. I love talking. I love to talk. I love to engage person. I love to have conversations with person, right? And exactly. This is my personality. So I was just there in my 9 to 5. Every single day I turn up, do what I need to do, and by 5 I pack up my desk and leave. You know, I wasn't looking forward towards anything. It was just the same thing. It became so monotonous. It was just too much for me. And I've always looked at insurance agents. I've always looked at them and I see how, you know, how well put together they are, how happy they are, how cheerful they are. They are always up and about. And I'm saying, I have the personality, but what am I doing in a 9 to 5? You understand? You see, the thing is, you have to have a certain level of zeal to be in this business. You have to love people. You have to be dedicated. You have to be committed, right? And I've always been that person, but I just felt stifled.
Dedicated, committed. Because remember, at the end, you know, we have to recap some takeaways for our followers to have an appreciation of what it meant to spend your time tonight to share with us, because that's exactly what they are doing. Every Monday night when they join us, yes, when we co-host, yeah, we are very appreciative of it. So we have to leave them with something. And what is interesting, you know, is that I have a definition for entrepreneurs, you know, a very simple definition. They must be able to spot opportunities and take the risk. That is as simple as it is. And you have done that because you just mentioned nothing is guaranteed. Today you have a job, tomorrow you don't. So you have taken, and that's the hallmark. So persons do not see a life insurance agent, you know, as an entrepreneur. They just see them, oh, no, they don't. But tonight, what I want to make sure is that when they say, name me some entrepreneurs, the life insurance advisors are top on their list. Because going to university, I did not consider person selling life insurance as entrepreneur. But now that I'm in the money matters business, Yes, I
Right.
can tell you when I see the risk that they take, no guarantee income, no nothing, and then I say, but those persons are indeed entrepreneurs themselves. So they are entrepreneurs selling to entrepreneurs, business person, which better person to understand. As a matter of fact, Venposh, do you have insurance? She will come back to me.
All right, good, good. You know what, Delroy, you know what the good thing is about this job? The good thing is about this job. Number one, you get to work with the type of people you want to work with.
Yeah.
Number two, you get to write your own paycheck. Right?
That's what entrepreneurs do. Write their own
right,
paycheck.
exactly. Exactly. Think about it. You're going into business, right? You can determine how hard you're going to go. You can determine what your profit margin is going to be like. You understand? And so it's the same thing. It's the same thing like becoming a financial advisor or an insurance agent. You know, we can determine what our income is like. We can determine our work hours, right? For me, right now, right, based on the goal that I want to achieve, I work 6 days per week, right? And if needs be, and I must see a client at 9 p.m., I'm going to do just that.
And you know what is funny? It is one of those other businesses that you can start as an entrepreneur with zero. Name me how many other business you can start with zero.
Exactly, and I'm glad you made that point. I'm glad you made that point. You don't have a physical building, right? You don't have to have a physical desk. All you need is your internet. You need a proper phone and a proper laptop. And I think that my company has provided me with all the tools that I need to go out there and to do my business.
Yes. You know, power by will is beginning up. Welcome to Money Matters for the very first time. And you know what is interesting about it starting from zero? Hillary put something on her page today that when she started Money Mondays, JA, she started with zero, and now she's on her own with projection to grow $24 million this year. No,
wow.
That is no small thing. And we say this to say that entrepreneurs, they come with a particular gut. They come with particular determination. So if you ain't have that determination, another matter of fact, Ben Posh can tell you what that determination is, because she'll leave at the same time her full time and take on the risk just like you. And that's the spirit of entrepreneurship that we are trying to share on Money Mondays.
And you know, what better time to become an entrepreneur? What better time?
No.
Exactly. Who is the time?
Times of uncertainty. Times of uncertainty.
Exactly.
Like no.
Exactly. Because you know what a lot of persons always ask me this question. Of lately, they always ask me this question: how are you doing? How are you coping? How are you surviving? And I'm saying I'm doing fine. Let me tell you something. Despite all the challenges and everything that we're going through, people are buying insurance because they know and they see the importance of having insurance, especially those persons who have elderly in their family, right? They want to ensure that they have something that they can protect themselves with. Because some of us are never prepared, you know. Some of us are never prepared. But with life insurance, you understand, you can take care of any unfortunate or unforeseen event within your life. And let me tell you something too. We talk about life insurance and the only thing we always mention is death, death, death. You know, there are several other benefits to life insurance that most Jamaicans don't know about.
Let's have a conversation. Go ahead.
Not only do you need life insurance to protect yourself, right, and your family, but do you know that life insurance is a requirement in Jamaica to acquire a mortgage? There is no mortgage house in Jamaica that will give you a mortgage without you having life insurance equivalent to the loan amount. It's a part of the requirement.
That is true.
Right? And so what most persons usually do is whenever they're acquiring a house and the loan officer will say to them that, listen, you need to have some amount of life insurance. You see them running up and down and they're trying to get coverage. And guess what? Sometimes they wait so late and it gets a little bit more expensive than what it used to be.
So you
understand?
Get it
early, because the younger you are is the better it is for you. The younger you are, the less expensive it is for you. And what people don't understand is that life insurance works well with age and health. When you're unhealthy, it is next to impossible to get life insurance. And when you're too old, let me not use that word, too old. When you're more mature, it's a little bit more expensive. So the earlier you get it, the better off it is. And I have a lot of young persons in my portfolio, because I work with a lot of young persons, right? I have a lot of young persons in my portfolio. We sit and we make a plan, and we work out how much years from now do you want to acquire your home. Let's start working on it from now, right? Let's put the life insurance in place from now while you're young. And on top of that, let's do some investment with the policy, because most persons is not aware that you can invest alongside your policy, right? It has a savings component. And what the life insurance company does is that they invest this money for you, right? So one, you're preparing to acquire your mortgage by ticking off that requirement of having life insurance. And two, you're saving towards your deposit and closing cost. Because are you aware that a lot of persons in Jamaica, they can afford to pay the mortgage, but they can't find the deposit and the closing costs up front?
I know that for sure.
And that is what life insurance does for you.
But Shantelee, you know, it's funny, you said you sit with these younger persons. So you should not have a financial portfolio without some aspect of life insurance in it, no matter how small. That's what I'm hearing.
Life insurance is a must. It must be a part of your financial portfolio. It has to be a part of if your life insurance is not a part of your financial portfolio, it's not completed. You do not have a complete portfolio yet.
Really?
Let's work on that.
I'm not saying I'm guilty. Let me be clear. I'm not saying I'm guilty, but I have to check. I have to check my my financial controller to look back in my portfolio and see if there is life insurance in it.
Yes, right? Please do that and reach out to me.
Well, I surely will. But
yes.
what you want to make sure is that they start early because it's cheaper.
Right.
You're much healthier. It is considered when you're younger, so it's less hassle to get it. You use it to back up your mortgage, and we encourage young persons to start look about a way to make sure that they can get a mortgage by some means, right? Yes, guys.
Exactly.
Tonight, what I want you to confirm with us, all followers right now, is do you think life insurance agents are entrepreneurs? What do you think? Just send me the message. What do you think? Because
all right.
remember,
while we wait on them to answer that question, I want to give you about 2 more points. 2 more reasons why people need to have insurance.
Okay.
Right? Number 1, it secures the continuance of your business. Let us paint this little picture here quickly. Okay. Jack and Jill are in business together, right? Jack has his family, Jill has her family. Both of them are the breadwinner of their family, right? Something unfortunate happens and Jack loses his life. Remember, both of them are in business together. Jack owns 50% of this business, Jill owns 50% of this business. Jack is not around anymore, but he leaves a family behind, right? Now you tell me now, how is this family going to survive after he has passed away? Remember, he was a part of this business with Jill, you know, right? What do you think is going to happen? The wife is going to come forward. The wife and children are going to come forward, and they are going to want to claim their portion of that business that their family worked so hard for, invested so much in, right? Now, let's put it this way. No, they want to claim a part of the business, but I want to keep the shares. I will pay them out. And that is why each business partner needs to be insured. Each business partner needs to be insured in the event something unfortunate happens to the other. Then the surviving partner can claim on that insurance money, can claim on that insurance and buy out whatever shares
but the company,
the deceased person has.
The company
right.
is the one that needs to be paying the premium, irrespective of how many other insurance company they have. Guys,
exactly.
Look here. This is knowledge that you're only going to get and know your money matters. But you have to take this one. You have to take this one. Scenario. Let's say I have 2 million in my savings. I want to invest it. I want to turn over my money. What is the best advice? Oh, well.
All right. First of all, we want to have a conversation because I need to know where your headspace is. I need to know what goals do you have in mind, right? I need to know what do you want to achieve from all of this. And so before persons jump into investment, I usually talk to them and tell them that, listen, we need to sit and have a conversation first. I need to know what your goals are. I need to know what you expect. Are we going into this for the long term or for the short term? And that depends on what exactly so your goal is very important as it relates to the investment portion of life insurance.
So Tafar 26, all my co-hosts is saying, DM me for a conversation.
Reach out to me for that conversation.
I like that.
Right.
I like that. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So, all right, couple persons are saying through life insurance advisors are entrepreneurs. Welcome, Jamata Extras. That is a person. Do you have life insurance as an entrepreneur? I just checking out Jamata Extras because we want to know. And we are saying that life insurance agents, advisors are entrepreneurs because they take the risk. They don't know if they're getting $10 tomorrow, $10 the next day. And remember, money run low. And when money run low, they still have to find a way to build up the money. And that's what we are looking at.
Let me tell you something, Delroy.
Tanisha said it makes sense. Hold on. Tanisha said it makes sense. Boy, all right. I can't keep track of. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What I was saying a while ago is that, let me tell you something. You see, when death occurs,
yeah,
your creditors are gonna come flooding. Your family member, your cousin from where you never remember, will never ever call you and check up on you is gonna come. Your parents are gonna come forward. Everybody's gonna come forward to see what you have left for them. Let me tell you something. You see, a life insurance agent is the only person who's gonna come to your family and say, here's a check. Nobody, everybody's coming to take from you after a passing, after a death. But your life insurance agent is the only person who's going to come to you and hand you something and hand you a check.
All right.
That you
everybody is thinking that you are the only one giving. But hold on. You are the only one giving, but everybody else is taking, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So Jody Chin, welcome. This is another person from Florida. We don't know if get a policy. If anyone asks this question, is it better to get a policy through work like a group life, or should you shop outside of the workplace? I guess you could have both.
That is a very good question. Very good question. All right. So most companies in Jamaica offer group life insurance, which is very good. But let me tell you something. That's not your insurance. You see, the minute you walk out of that company, you see, the minute that company sends you home, that insurance dies. And so you're no longer covered. And that is why you need some amount of insurance for yourself.
But the next company is going to give me insurance. So I don't have a problem because I'm going to get employed again.
How do you know that they're going to employ you permanently?
Well,
because most companies in Jamaica, they don't insure their staff if it is that they're on contract.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Point. All right, you beat me down. Point taken. And the truth is, that company might don't offer life, group life either. So, all right.
They might not.
Okay. Jody in Florida, I hope you get an answer. But we are still trying to make sure that we are saying that, remember, we focus on entrepreneurs on this program, and that's fine. But all I am saying, do you consider your life insurance advisor as an entrepreneur? Because they take the risk, enter the unknown, and have no idea what their income will be. on a month-by-month basis. And we say that is one of the hallmark of entrepreneurship. Remember, we will repeat, Kayla Ray, Money Mondays JA, declared she started with 0. And I remember buying my first car with 0, and every day people ask me how you did it. But you see, you can still use 0 at the beginning and acquire things. Check Kayla Ray, it's no joke. Money Mondays JA. Read our page. She will give you the story behind starting with 0. So we are on tonight with another entrepreneur. Yeah, Shantelee Nelson. You can always follow her, DM her at your time, but not on my time, because really and truly, we have just about another 4 minutes to go. Half hour run fast. Wow. So we're going to just use this time to address anybody that want to contest if insurance agents are entrepreneurs in themselves. Yeah, do they see it that way? While we look at the takeaway. Welcome, Clenmar. It's the first I'm seeing Clenmar, so Clenmar must probably be from your side because it's the first time. So tonight, yes, we are actually joined by Shantelee Nelson, financial planner, advisor, entrepreneur, and here she is giving us all the wonderful things. And remember, if you have a financial portfolio and do not have life insurance in it, don't have a portfolio yet.
Right, and you know, while we're waiting on the comments to come in, you know, it's funny how people will go the extra mile to insure their vehicles. They'll go the extra mile to insure their jewelry, their house. They'll go the extra mile to insure everything else in their lives, but they don't think that it's necessary to insure the one thing that makes all of these possessions possible, which is your life. Without your life, there will be no house, no car, no jewelry, no painting. You understand? So it baffles me sometimes how people will go the extra mile to do all these things, but they wouldn't want to take care of themselves, not to mention their families.
You know, I don't think I've ever been so dumbstruck on an interaction with another financial person that relates to these things, because for one, I did not know that your portfolio is not complete if you don't have life insurance in it. I did not know that we crave for everything, and the last thing we tend to do is to insure this. When we are the one generating everything. When we are the one generating everything. How can we not how can you not take care of you first? That's crazy.
You have to take care of you first. And I always tell persons this, you have to self first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to be whole in order to help those around you.
Welcome, Sugar Mackie. We're actually running out. Remember, Money Matters Monday. Start time is 8:30 Jamaica time. And we leave it at 9. But we're running an extra 5 minutes for some persons coming on it. Because interestingly, we're looking at, yeah, Sugar. Yeah, man, welcome. We're looking at knowing the business of how entrepreneurs should have life insurance. And at the same time, do you consider your life insurance representative an entrepreneur? And now you are being told why. Life insurance is the surest way of breaking generational poverty. It's true, you know, because when you die, you pass on wealth to the next generation.
Exactly. You're giving your offspring an opportunity to get that push start in life. You know, think about it. If some of us had that push start in life, had that support, you know, in life, how far ahead would we be right now? If some of us never had to go through student loan to get a proper education, or I'm not bashing student loan, not at all, but if some of us never had to make, you know, certain sacrifice and we're able to just focus on getting our education, how far ahead would we be now? So it's the only way of breaking that generational curse.
All right, Shantelee, you're putting the hot seat. Tafari is hot tonight. Is there any disadvantages of life insurance? We can take it. Everything carries disadvantages, but never one, no?
All right. Honestly speaking,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What was Tafari asking?
Any disadvantages of life insurance? I know
right.
one. I know one. Give one, and I will give one.
No, go ahead. You go first. You go first.
Well, it's simple. You pay, and if you make the policy lapse, you lose. That's the one I know.
All right. Remember, in the initial stage, you made this agreement with the company. You made this arrangement with the company that you will pay this small amount on a monthly basis for this huge block of money in the event something happens to you, right?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Think about it. You came into in a contract, in a legally binding agreement with this company.
Okay.
And you breach the contract. What is going to happen? But let me tell you something, and most persons will say that the reason why they allow their policy to lapse, are not allowed, but the stuff happens in life, and we know that.
Yeah.
We know that. You understand? But let me tell you something. There are ways in which we can remedy all of that. So during COVID, we had a lot of persons who lost their job, they got pay cut, they got hours cut, and so they wanted to maintain their coverage. They didn't want to lose their benefits, and so what they did was to reach out to me. And so I sat with them and I came up with different strategies in order for them to keep their coverage during the whole COVID thing. Okay. But really, actually, as Tashana just mentioned, I see the comment, there's no disadvantage of having life insurance. There's none at all.
But I just gave one. I gave one. If you don't pay your premium, all of that would have been wasted money. So I definitely have one. All right.
I wouldn't consider that a disadvantage, and honestly, I wouldn't, because why did you have it in the first place? Why did you take it out in the first place?
To be insured.
To be insured.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be insured?
Because it offers some security for my family. It offers me some advantages.
So how, if it secures your family, if it provides an income for your family, how are there any disadvantages?
Because I've spent all of that money and now it lapsed. I'm getting nothing for it.
But remember what we said earlier, there's no guarantee in life. You're here today, you're gone tomorrow. We don't know. We don't know when our number is gonna call. And so we have to be prepared.
Oh,
and that is what life insurance is, preparation.
I can't pronounce the name, but someone is saying the disadvantage is you not having it. But as I said, I totally agree that your portfolio is incomplete.
Exactly.
It's incomplete without life insurance. And guys, I am telling you, it is no joke. It is no joke. Reyes, hold on. That is not a disadvantage. Okay. We're going too fast. This is your life to speak here. That's a life change. Speak to your, okay. So people getting advice to speak to an advisor, which is good. Remember, you enjoy the benefits while you pay. All right, well, that is true. All right. But it's like I can't win tonight. So I am being given by some insurance persons, right? All right, let me change the word from insurance person, but by some insurance entrepreneurs, because that's my name for this category as of tonight. You are insurance entrepreneurs because you take the risk, you're delivering a service, you're starting with basically zero, and you don't know what the uncertainties are. And I must say, provide us with some takeaway, because I am saying now we're definitely out of time. It was happy having you, but leave us with some takeaway. The benefits for them to have the insurance, and some of the traits. What are some of the traits that you bring to the table? You told me one was consistency. Give me at least two more. What made you so good at what you're doing?
Well, you have to be committed. You have to love people, for one. Well, right? You have to love people.
Yeah, committed. Yeah. You
have to be committed. If it's not something that you enjoy doing, all right, let me tell you, since the last 2 years I've been in this business, I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do. So you have to have that feeling, right? You have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to want to help people, right? You have to be committed to what you're doing. Because let me tell you something.
Can you take Tafari? Can you take Tafari question?
What does cash surrender value mean? That's the last one. All right. Your cash surrender value. Your cash surrender value is the value that you would have received from your policy if you decide to close it. So if you, whatever your cash surrender value is at any particular time that you decide to close it, that's what you would have gotten in your hand.
Well, let me ask another question. You're saying that all life insurance policies come with a build-up of reserves that when you surrender it before the maturity, there is a surplus, a surrender value on it?
Not all life insurance policy comes with a build-up. There are certain plans, and you have to remember that not everyone will qualify for a particular plan, and that is why we always tell person, let's have a conversation, because I need to know about you, and from there I can determine what it is that will be most suitable for you, and on top of that, not only that, what it is that you're qualified for.
Boy, you can run some insurance class, trust me. You make it so simple, easily explained. I am telling you, guys, it's your takeout. Feel free to share, like, subscribe to whatever you want to do, but make sure any other question you have, Shantelee is there. Just DM her and you will get your answer. But not all policies, only equity link ones. Yeah, that is clarified. Thanks. And remember,
right, that's correct.
You must love people, you must be dedicated, you must be committed. And I am saying part of Know Your Money Matters agenda is to bring financial awareness like this to viewers and followers. When again, no man, every Monday we go 8:30, Money Matters Monday, and we bring something of financial awareness to you. We're going, Shantelee, this way informative. Thank you. Shantelee said bye to those persons, tell them thanks for joining us, and guess what? I think we'll have to do it again because
I think we have to have a part two. We have to have a part two because I have not given you any information yet. I have not provided you with any information at all. There's so much more to life insurance that I've not spoken about. So I want a part two from that. But I want to thank you so much for having me. I want to thank you for the opportunity. And I want to thank those persons who have joined and those who have shared and those who have commented. You know, next time, when Delroy is going to have me on, he has to give me like a month notice so I can make you guys aware. Because I see a lot of persons, they're not sure, they don't know, it's the first time they are tuned in. And so we need to do some work, Delroy. We need to do some work. People need to know about you.
Well, the truth is, I am here every Monday night, you know. I am here every Monday night.
But you have to make the people them know. The people them need to know.
You know, ironically, it's a young program, you know. It's a young program just started since COVID. So
yes, so you're doing very well.
Well, thank you. So we're just trying to reach out, and the only thing that you are spending right now is your time to get something from us. That's all you are spending, and we appreciate the time, but feel free. And remember, any question that you want answer or any topic that you need to be covered, just send me a message and I will have that topic ready for you. Remember, it's not a promise, it is a commitment. Any topic, we will deal with it. And anybody you want, ask me to bring them on and I will try. I will not say no. See you. And remember, Know Your Money Matters. Brand new. Okay.
Thanks again. Bye, guys.
Bye.